Sophomore year had a roommate drop out due to family issues, but he said he'd replace his spot on rent with an awesome guy. Turns out that awesome guy was a greasy-haired psycho-religious chick with bowel fixations. She went to bed and locked the door to her room every night at 7 p.m. sharp, but every day told us about how she needed to eat prunes and fiber for her bowel movements. Every day we had to hear, in detail, about the frequency, consistency, and odor of her BMs. If it was not that, it was diatribes about how the end was nigh, Jesus the Redeemer, etc. Telling her to STF you did not matter. She'd just tell you anyway with this glazed stare. All she ate was prunes, yogurt, and Metamucil that we could see. She was probably 95 pounds, pasty white, greasy short hair, and never brushed her teeth, or pooped a lot, so her breath reeked like putrid mayo from 5 feet away. We assumed she had a severe eating disorder, and once tried to talk to her to see someone. She'd speak in tongues randomly as well, which we got on tape one night. This was before digital recorders, edited, and put on our answering machine. Message was hilarious, something like, "You've reached each of our names," and speaking in tongues noises. "Leave a message." Her parents called, knew it was her, started yelling about Satan, then hung up. We assumed they thought the devil had possessed her, and played the message for all of our friends. It was hilarious. A few days later, my two guy roommates and I are binge-watching a horror marathon really loud. She believed the TV was evil, of course. While we're all absolutely batshit, seeing Jesus high, we hear a car screech to a halt outside 70's cop show style. Swore it was cops, of course, like every stoned idiot does. Front door was unlocked and this crazy family of 5, all dressed in white, every one of them, storm into the house without knocking with this big guy yelling her name. We assumed it was her father. Her father then started cursing us, and bellowing about how Satan was walking the earth and screaming scripture with this crazy wild look on his face. Dude was easily 6'7", and maybe weighed 120 pounds. He then rips the answering machine out of the wall while her mom just started wailing, and speaking in tongues with her eyes rolling back in her head with her arms outstretched. 2 little kids with them just stared directly at us, with absolutely no emotion whatsoever. Just dead stares. Her brother stormed in and one of my roommates, his eyes the size of dinner plates, just lost it and screamed, "Malachi," at the top of his lungs while jumping out an open 2nd or 3rd story window. Can't remember. Her brother then barreled into her room, and carried her out to the waiting car with the entire family at a dead run. The car squealed its tires and drove away. She never said a word the entire time. The entire episode took 3 or 4 minutes of real time. The jumper roommate ended up with a seriously sprained ankle, and a branch punctured through his forearm. It was absolutely the hardest I've ever laughed in my entire life. We never saw, nor heard from her again. She left all her stuff there and never called, or showed up again to pick them up. Her stuff was horrifically gross, but that's another story. Yelling, "Malachi," still makes us piss ourselves to this very day.